everybody, how's it going? Lewin here at Garageband and Beyond. Welcome back. Hey, sorry, it's been a few days since I put a video up. I've been really sick. Had the flu. So today I started feeling a little bit more normal and I'm back. So anyway, the Edge. Let's talk about the Edge's guitar tone. Now, first thing I'm going to say is typically, the Edge does use 2 delays. And on this particular song, Where the Streets Have No Name, he actually only used the 1 delay, and I know this for a fact, so don't feel like you need to comment. I will say that, normally he does 1 really short slapback delay, and then the long delay is, his typical thing when you hear that highly delayed Edge tone. But on this song, Where the Streets Have No Name, there's only the 1 delay, and I'm going to show you how to set it up here on GarageBand, and so let's get started. So basically, let's start with what's happening on the guitar. So really quickly, I'll show you. On the 10th fret, you want your index finger right here on the 10th fret, barring these 2 strings, right? The E and the B string. And then you're going to take your ring finger, and you're going to put it on the 12th fret, right? And it's going to come down to the middle finger, so you make the triad for a D, right? So it's this, and then this, right? And the pattern is right? So if I turn my guitar up, we get the delay, and I have to pick it up to speed a little bit, but right? So that's it. And again, I'm not going to show you how to play the whole song. I'm just here to give you the delay setting. So, but this is, the part, and so you can get started. I'll come back after the screenshot, and I'll show you the rest of the song, but not how to play it. I'll just show you what it sounds like and a strumming pattern to go with it. So let's get to the screenshot, and we'll talk about that. All right. So here you see our old friend, the GarageBand window. As you can see, I've already opened an electric guitar track. And the amplifier that works best for me and my Strat to get this tone is this guy right here, the blackface combo. And let me show you the tone settings that I have going on here. Let me zoom in a little bit just so you can see better. So the gain, as you can see, is set to 6. The bass is at 8. The mids are at 4. Treble's at 8. And the presence is all the way up at 10. This tone, you want to make sure that it's nice and bright. I'm also using the first position on my Strat, the first pickup. You want that nice, crisp guitar tone when you're doing this sound. I also have the master at 5, and you can see the gain is at 6. The reason I did that is I get a little bit of a channel distortion, and it just gives it more of a grind. Helps get that Edge guitar tone. Now I have the output at between 7 and 8, but that's up to you depending on how loud you want it. And then I put a little bit of reverb on it and have that set to 2. All right, so now let's zoom back out, and I will come up here to the amplifier. Now if I double click on this, right, you get this screen right here down below. And now you find this arrow and you click on that, right, and then you get this down here. This is an empty field right here. So click here to add an effect. Click it, and you want to go up to Track Echo. Okay. Now I have done this before, so I actually have a preset, and it's called Edge, right? So I'm going to come over here, click on this image, and there's the delay. Now I'll tell you really quickly, the reason I'm using this Track Echo rather than this delay right here, this delay, the repeats decay and degrade much too fast to get this Edge tone. You want something that, the tone is going to stay with the sound as long as possible. This blue delay, the blue echo on GarageBand, is good for slapback, but that's about it. If you want a nice long delay, don't use it because it's not any good for that. All right, now let's talk about the settings I have here. The echo time is at 1/4. I have the echo repeat set at 57%. Now, one thing I want to say about this is, depending on, the kind of guitar, the cables, everything you have, depending on how much signal is going into your guitar, this particular setting, 57%, might not be enough or might be too much. The point is, you want 8 repeats. So basically, after I strum the guitar once, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Now, numbers 7 and 8 are really low, but they're there. You want 8 repeats. And And that's the key. So you might have to mess around with this one a little bit to get all 8, but this is my general setting. I'd start around 57 and go up and down and see what works for you. Now the repeat color, I have this set at -8. Echo volume is set to 50%, and the original volume is at 73. Now I'm going to zoom back out. I'm going to show you the last piece of this puzzle. I'm going to come over here to the sustain pedal, and let's double click on that guy. And I have the sustain set at -24 dB, and the level is at 4 dB. And we want to make sure it's on, and the attack is slow. So that's it. First position on the Stratocaster, and then you just start playing. Right? So like I said, the 8 repeats is the key. You can do this setup with any delay pedal that you have. This is Garageband and beyond, so I'm just showing you how to do it with Garageband, and it gives you a general idea of how to set up the delay. So let's go back to the other shot, and I will, I'll strum through the rest of the song a little bit, and just so you can see how I do it and what it sounds like, and I'll show you what to do with your right hand as well. All right, let's go over there. All right, now in the rest of the song, when he's not up here doing the single note thing, he's strumming through the chords, and it's an important pattern to know, so I'm going to show it to you really quickly here. Guitar's turned down. The pattern sounds like this when you're strumming it. Right? So it's that, digga digga that, digga digga that, digga that, digga digga that, digga digga that, digga that, digga digga that, digga digga that, digga that, right? So then those accents are all on downs. That, digga digga down, digga digga down, digga down, digga digga down, right? So then if I add the sound and I go up here and I'll show it to you. So this is what it sounds like with that pattern in the chords. So that's it. That's the whole song, pretty much. There might be another part of this song that I'm not aware of. There might be some chords or something, but anyway, that's how you set up the delay. Those are a few pointers on how to get the sound, and I hope that's helpful. And thanks for all the suggestions on guitar tones. I've gotten a bunch of them, and I will go through them all and hopefully get a bunch of different guitar tone videos up. So, peace. I'll see you soon.